we will see large numbers of poor people, and specifically blacks, going to jail and to prison, and they will not have a chance.
What up, YouTube fam? It's your boy. I just did an interview with one of the homeless guys in the neighborhood, and I'm getting ready to upload it to YouTube. Just want to let you guys know so you can take a look at it. Tell me what you think about it. Do a little critique on it. Tell me what you think I could do better. Tell me what you would like to see. Tell me the questions you would like me to ask and things of that nature. So, here we go.
Alright, man. Well, this is my first video that I'm doing for First World. What's your name? My channel, man, is, just to give you a little bit of background on my channel. You know, we pretty much know each other. But my channel is a channel that talks about homelessness, addiction, and then it talks about gentrification. In your case, you're homeless, so I'm just gonna ask you a couple of questions. You just go over and you know your story better than anybody, man. So you just tell your story, how it came to be where you at now. You know what I mean? So this is L.I. Davis. We're gonna talk to him. First and foremost, how long have you been homeless?
Well, been since 2005. I was in a house so I've been under the bridge, manholes. Been struggling, but helps of the Lord made way for. Thanks to my friend here who's been good with his wife. Been treated nice, doing good things. And something better. Looking for something better. Instead I keep the Lord on my mind. Pray every day. The Lord will make a way. You open the door where I can get help. But since my parents, mother, sister, brother, everybody gone, I do not have nobody that mother, father, or sister, brother to go and talk to. So I've been out here on the Mississippi River, into the woods, leading out to God's can, treating people right, doing little odds and jobs. You know, the Lord will walk that's the feel on the man and pretend that odds and jobs. You know, I'm hoping I made it through it once. So you know, it's the hardest way.
And that's the toughest time. Let me ask you a question. You said 2005 you were in a house fire.
Yes.
And all your stuff burned up.
Yes.
There was no help from like the Red Cross or anything like
that.
that.
Red Cross came, but me not knowing anything about when house catching fire, that they were teaching. So they asked me, but I refused to leave mother's house.
Okay. It was your mother's house.
Right.
Okay.
I was staying with my mother.
Okay. Just to be a real question, and I think a fair question that a lot of the viewers are always want, because a lot of viewers always assume, are you on any type, do you use any type of narcotics, any type of drugs?
Well, actually, to tell the truth, God, my friend, and me, that I drink less alcohol, you know, and that's the best. That to my knowledge is that I'm going to try to quit it, ask the Lord to take that all habits and bad things away from me, my body, and my spirit.
Okay, nothing else, right?
No, sir.
Okay.
I was one while I got on cocaine, but now I've been got hold to Christmas twice, so my mind is out stopped.
Okay. Okay.
I'd rather have seen.
When was that?
about 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago. As you know, there is an uptick in like heroin. There's an uptick in with fentanyl and different drugs like that. And you know, the people who are doing it, they just see money. They don't see people. You know what I mean? So, when you were out there and you were doing that, did you even consider that? Did you even worry about that?
Yes, I did.
Did you even think about it?
Yes, I did, because they almost left behind. I almost died.
Right.
But I prayed and asked the Lord to deliver me and to come into my life and help me. So there was a warning that the Lord had been telling me about these things. You know, a lot of times God is telling us one of the things that we need to stop doing, but when something happens to that body, the time is so well become Lord, and I need to Jesus. Because it's up to us. This life is on us. It's this body that we got.
What would you say, man, to people? You know, some people, and this is what I've experienced, because like, you know that I've been through the similar thing before. What do you say to people when they say that it is your fault? Anything that happens to you, homelessness, you know, being on drugs, had you, let's say if you would have, God forbid, had a stroke because of the drug use or anything like that, and you know, you were, what would you say to people who would say, well, you know, that's their fault, they chose that? What would you say to people like that?
Well, it's that not so much that I chose, it's what the devil was telling me to do, go get the music. That was just something to make me happy, feel good. So, knowing that, I can experience and tell the things that happen. Why it happened, but it happened. Stay away from the place where you ain't going to be. I have been to rehab. I've been to programs. You know, I've been to places to show myself, my body, how much I love it. And I want to get some things done. I got my certificate. 12 steps, you know, I've been in the hospital.
Speaking of that, now the 12 step, what I know, what's going on, man? What I know from the 12-step program, the 12-step program calls for absolute abstinence from all of it. So you say you still drink?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Do you believe that you can still drink and not deal with anything else?
It's time to just let it alone. Money I spent buying it, just pleasure. But I need to think about food now. I'm a diabetic, and I think about take care of the body now. At the age of 62.
62?
Yes.
And you've been homeless since 2005?
Yes.
Right, okay. Do you try like different organizations? Like what do you find when you go to different organizations like MIFA and when you go to an organization like Sacred Heart? What are they telling you?
Well, actually, they give me help. Need food, something, clothes, assist you in helping staying home. You know, put you in a car.
But do they try to house you or offer you housing or anything of that nature?
Yes, they've been offered to get housing, but you know, going to talk to me, but it's on myself. So to me, that knowing what I'm gonna do right and what I'm gonna do wrong. You know, that, I have been critical that donate help, you know, and I'm in need now, but you know, I go around getting work and still trying to make it on. Lord, keep me alive.
Right. Why don't you accept the housing? Why don't you accept the housing?
Well, actually, I just been 62.
Right.
Singing too. And some other things that they require.
Right.
You got to either do it or don't do it. So my mind is that I've been out here in the street so long the street man got paid
Right.
for something better.
Well, I mean, that's
Everyone needs somebody to say.
right. Just like they teach in AACA, NA, all the 12 steps, it's a undergoing of the renewing of the mind. So your mind has to be renewed. And then after that, a lot of people don't understand that the mind is the hardest thing for you to renew your way of thinking. And the body is the easy. They look at people's body and how they look. You know, it's been my experience that, you know, people get sober. People get, sober in 2 weeks. You know, you wouldn't even recognize them from the person you seen on the streets. It's that drastic of a change, and that's what I've seen. So the body is easy, but it's a longer time for the mind and the thinking and all of that to change. You know what I mean? One of the other things, the shelter. Now, when I was out there, like I said, I've been sober for 25 years. One of the big things was housing as far as like the shelters. How is it as far as the shelter now? I know the unit mission is like a big deal in Memphis. You know, they've grown a lot. I actually came through 600 Poplar, and it was another program through the Episcopal Church, and they ended up giving 600 Poplar, which was virtually a new building to Union Mission, and now Union Mission is like exploded and has become bigger. So what are these people, and this is one of the things I want to know, what are they doing in terms of helping the homeless? Are they good at it? Are they...
As of now, they and they have funds given to them. Other churches and places are giving funds. Is that mission is fine, because they will feed you and they will give you clothes. But
Union Mission does that?
yes,
Okay.
they give you clothes, shelter, $7 a day,
Okay.
and feed you, to get you clean. You know, your clothes wise, you gonna get you clean. So it's all right to do that, but I'm not dependent on shelter.
Right.
For a home.
Right.
I'm not putting myself through. It's just a home, and I can't do no better. See, for people that have a mind and know what God do, first step is a home.
Now, many of the drawbacks when I was out there, and this is just what I say, many of the drawbacks to the shelter was there was a time limit. There was a time limit when you had to be in the shelter. So a lot of folks actually took that as, you know, I'm a grown man, so why are you having me have to come in at a certain time and things like that? Do you feel like that? Do you feel?
Well, here's my brother.
Okay, back to the question I was saying. A lot of people feel like that, you know what I'm saying, because they're grown, they shouldn't have a limit, a time when they come in, and when they come in the shelter, you know, it should be open all night. I think that's the way a lot of people feel, and you were going to tell me how you felt about it.
Well, I'll see something about okay. That's now, go in, 9 o'clock, lights go out, time sleep. But if you go, you don't have much time, because the day is gone. When the evening, some people just go in there to get food and come. They're not to stay, but just go because they're going to take care of their business.
Okay.
See to you, giving you and helping you with your needs.
Right. So are there any programs in the Union Mission where they helping you fill out a job? They you know, things of that nature. Tell me a little bit about them.
All right. Now, you know what they told me? They will certificate, and they would put you on the job.
Okay.
But now, here's the thing about this 6-month program. It means that if you're not the type of person that's too hard to love somebody, you're wrong with everybody. It's not easy to pull 6 months straight through. Fighting, arguing, and to be in that, I believe, more than just housing somebody, time to stay for appropriate. It's just to have more room and alcohol back.
Right. Exactly.
Everything.
Well, Alcohol Anonymous and 12-step programs believe in attraction rather than promotion. What that means is they don't go out and they don't try to promote people, because when you promote, people will come, but that don't mean they'll stay. You're required to hit a sufficient bottom, and a sufficient bottom means that I'm through. It means that I'm gonna do whatever I need to get sober. And I think the reason that I've been sober for 25 years is I remember when that happened for me. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that the reason people are still out there, so a lot of times it's because of the skills they get. Some people know they're hustling. Hustle on that money, hustle on that money. Then some people are being innate. You know, we all love brothers, our sisters, our cousins, friends or whatever, and we just love people in general. But a lot of times, when we enable them and when we give them something that keeps them out there, then, that too is wrong. And you were just speaking on when me and, my wife, we take care of you, if we got food, we'll give you food, this, that, and the other. And I think that's all a part of it, but knowing, that somebody is out there and they're on drugs and they're doing, something that could potentially kill them or hurt them, then you're not helping them when you feed them that money. You know what I'm saying? I see everything from, people get a lot of things, or people buy from them. And, it's different if you're not going in stores and taking them. But in a lot of cases, people know that people are actually going somewhere, taking them and stealing. Now, I've never seen that in your case. I can say that. However, I think that if as a person, people don't hit a sufficient enough bottom, and then they're always gonna stay out there. They have to come to a place where they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And would you agree with that? Yeah. Okay. Dr. Anthony?
It's where I've been sick and tired.
Right.
But, I think artists listen to people that's there, but you got to be around somebody in the group.
Right.
Really, where you feel it.
Right.
And a lot of people, want to do a change.
Right.
Their mind would not change, and their attitude would never change.
Right. Well, if you're sick and tired and you're sick and tired, it doesn't matter what's going on in there. It was a lot of, I was in a halfway house that was across from a rooming house. And I see many of people go over to that rooming house and never come back. You know what I mean? But I was determined to stay because I knew that I wasn't going to come back either if I went out. And I just don't mean I'd come back from the rooming house and be out there. It was the point to, that I was going to die. That's why I can relate, and that's why I got hard for the homeless, drug addicted, on society. And I really have a heart, to help people in general. Like I said, my channel is gonna be top-off. It's about addiction, it's about homelessness, which usually run hand in hand. But we got another factor, and that factor is gentrification. See, gentrification is coming to the point where, you know, you got all these big corporations that's moving in, and they're going to jack up the price so high until the people who are working class people, who are not on drugs and alcohol, it's going to be hard for them, so they're going to be displaced too. But that's, you know, that's a totally different issue right now. Now we touched on that. The union mission offers a program that you can go in. They give you food, they give you clothes, all of that's good. They help you to educate you. You said if they did a little bit more alcohol, drugs and alcohol.
Okay. Everybody talks to that door is on.
And see, here's the whole thing about it to me. Even churches, even, you know, and I go to a great church, but a lot of them don't do enough of it because, you know, they feel like, well, we can send you to somewhere like Lakeside, somewhere this, that, and other. But the problem with places like that is they teach you the clinical side of it. They teach you about endorphins and how it makes you feel, this, that, and other. You know, but like you know and I know, it's a trifold. It's physical, it's mental, and it's spiritual. You know, so you're dealing with all those. Now, when you're when you're in a straight up 12-step program like Alcoholics Anonymous, it would be for you, or CA or NA or whatever it is, and you got people who've been through this, then they tell their story. It's not about war stories as much as it is about sharing their strength and their hope. And that's what it's about. It's about sharing what happened, what it was like, and what it's like now. And skipping through the war stories. You know, we all have a story. We all have stories, and we can sit here like, man, you can trade stories back and forth about what we seen, what we've been through. But that's called spreading the message. You ain't spreading the message. No message is in there. And the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous says that we have to, the message that will carry us has to have depth and weight. It can't be frosty. Because, you know, we've seen it all, we've done it, man. So when somebody come with something that's faulty and, you know, man, this, you know, and I'm not knocking churches, I'm not knocking the union mission, but a lot of them don't understand the necessity of a good Alcoholics Anonymous or CANA program, you know what I'm saying? And not this lakeside funky stuff, you know. Yeah. You can, if you need a shit, this shit go, man.
You know, accept. I got the.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, but you know, just a good program, man, that takes care of people and that, you know what I'm saying, trains them and teaches. But it's all about gaming. Okay, I got a couple more questions for you, man, then we can end it. Okay, we've hit on the shelter, this, that, and other. Now, you said that you are down on the river. Down on the river, do you have a tent? Do you just sleeping in the bushes or just
laying out?
Just laying out?
You know, and praying so that it don't rain.
Okay, and why do you do that? Do you do that because of lack of money?
Well, some funds sponsor that, but to be all to yourself.
Right.
I mean, you know, I've been to the woods, been a Boy Scout, all my training, and so if you want to live in peace, you gotta go to the woods. Because you don't have to be around people that you try to get in. You never know who's beside you. You know, I was seeing people in there that get drunk, knives, fights, go on.
Right.
So I decided I get in the woods by myself.
Do you have a fear for your safety? You out there by yourself?
You don't come.
Okay.
And because I walk during the day and at night, mosquito. Because the pouring through the day, you know, now, she thinks that I need to do no. One thing about this, warm weather thing. One of the times, every stove.
Sure.
Make it everything well.
Okay. And my last question. Okay, what would you say to the young people? The young people that's coming up. And when I say young people, I mean, we right now, it used to be we had to catch them at 10 or 12. Now 10 or 12 is too late. What would you say to the younger people who like maybe kindergarten on up to about maybe 10? What would you tell them?
Well, all I can say is stay in school. Be the best that you can be. Make school the best thing you had in your life. So it's going to stop. Let's go. Don't keep your head close. That thing will work out for you.
And what would you tell them about this?
Well,
Even alcohol.
it's that first step. And pick up what's out here in the streets. Keep your mind into the books. And that way you will learn, those books will help you to make it through life. Keep going out here in the streets because of value. What's up and everything.
All right. Well, man, I definitely appreciate you doing this video for me. I think this will be informative, and I think it'll help a lot of people, man. You know, maybe we'll get to do this again. I just wish the best for you, man. I wish for you the same thing me, man. A life of sobriety. And you may not have the problem I have, with it, so if you don't, I just wish you a life where you find a life where you're happy, man, to get you a home and you're healthy, all right?
Yeah.
All right, man, thank you for the interview.
I thank you, brother, for interviewing me. And, it's that keep God first. All these other things be there to you.
All right.
Ain't nothing gonna be too bad, ain't nothing gonna cook and burn, but just stay with God. He will let the light shine on. You know my people, my work, so no matter what goes on out here, see, when you become close to God, know God, and know what He says, He will take you out the feet. But until then, you got to get Him in you, let Him stay in you, and then He will open the door, and where you need to go, He will take you there.
All right, man. All right, thank you, man.
That man.
All right.